Question 23. The Lord Jesus Christ warned that believers would be hated, but that they should endure until the end. True or false? All right, we'll go to Matthew 10:22. Matthew chapter 10, 22.
And you shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he who doth endure to the end shall be saved.
All right, so truth, and we know that things will be happening. This is all talking about persecution. So when we talk about persecution, we should have that in the back of mind that what we are talking about has to do with problems that we face, problems that at home, at work, on the road, in the country, the government, the authorities, and anyone else who is going to fight us or give us problems or persecutions. God wants us to remain faithful to Him so that we'll be able to enjoy the blessing. So we should endure, in spite of whatever they do to us. And sometimes it's so painful to see what the bad people, the evil people are doing. They are all filled with evil, with the devil, Satan. And so what they do is really, really bad. So may the Lord help us. Let's try to finish this. 23 now. Or 24 rather. The next one. We are not to curse those who persecute us. True or false? We go to Romans 12:14. Romans 12:14. All right, so God has commanded us. Why has God commanded us when we are facing problems? When people do bad things to us, what do we want to do? Well, I would say that in Nigeria, I would say, I'm sure in Ghana and other places, like the Yorubas, or well, maybe all of them, maybe not. But when we were growing up, we used to all have issues with other people, and other times we hear people who have problems with the other person replying back. When they are hurt, when something bad is done to them, what did they say? They use a bad language. They say, "We see what you have done to me. Well, God is going to punish you." And also, they say they will curse the person's mother and or the person's father, just to make the person feel awful and bad that, well, because of what that person has done, they are also doing something mean to the person. But here the Lord Jesus Christ says, no, we are not supposed to do that. When people do and say bad things to us, no, we are not. And what did we read in Matthew 5:44? It says, bless them who hate you, and those who also are really, really interested in doing all those bad things to you. He says, but I say to you, love your enemies. Bless those who curse you. And in the world, it says, curse me, I'll curse you too. But no, the Lord Jesus Christ says, no. Do good to those who hate you, and pray for those who spitefully or deceitfully use you and persecute you. And this is something that God is telling us. And so, in spite of persecutions, we are to remain faithful to God so that we can receive the blessings. All right, 25. Next question. The book of Amos promises that God will avenge those who persecute. True or false? All right. Actually, there's a conflicting thing there, but let's go to Jeremiah. It's in Jeremiah, rather. Jeremiah 20:11. Prophet Jeremiah. 20:11.
But the Lord is with me as a mighty terrible one. Therefore, my persecutors shall stumble, and they shall not prevail. They shall be greatly ashamed, for they shall not prosper. The everlasting affliction shall never be forgotten.
All right. Amen. So we see that it is the book of Jeremiah, not the book of Amos. So it's given to us in Jeremiah 20:11, which we have just read. And two more. 27. Persecutions and tribulations cannot separate us from the love of Christ. True or false? Romans 8:35. Romans 8:35. Okay, let's read more. Let's read it to the end of the verse 39, because it's all everything being said there is important for us to hear. Romans 8:35 to 39.
35 to 39. Who shall separate us from the love of Christ? Shall tribulations, or distress, or persecution, or famine, or nakedness, or terror also? And it is written, for thou shalt we are kept all the days long. We are accounted as sheep for the slaughter. Nay, in all those things you are more than conqueror than him that loved us. For I am persuaded that neither death, nor life, nor angels, nor principality, nor power, nor things present or known to come, nor height, nor depth, nor any other creature shall be able to separate us from God, which is in Christ Jesus our Lord.
Amen. So we see that when we are in Christ, when we have been united to Christ because of his work on Calvary's cross, because of his death, because of his atonement for us, we are considered united. We are considered we are considered sons and daughters of God. So for all of us who have been purchased through the blood of Christ, then we are able to receive that continued love. And so whether it's persecutions, whether it's tribulations, whether it's death, whether it's anything that people do to us, the love of Christ would never be taken away, and we are always going to be in Christ, and we'll continue to enjoy the blessings when whatever happens. We are always, and that is why we just read these verses, because whether it's death, whether it's height, even the devil cannot remove the love that we have in Christ. So we can see that the love is really unquenchable. It cannot be separated. We will continue to enjoy. Let's read the last one. Last question. We are to rejoice during fiery trials. True or false? All right, let's read 1 Peter 4:12. 1 Peter 4:12.
Beloved, do not think it strange concerning the fiery trial which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened to you. But rejoice to the extent that you partake of Christ's sufferings, that when his glory is revealed, you may also be glad with exceeding joy.
All right, amen. Okay, so we thank God we've been able to finish this, so we will. All right, stand up to sing. will sing. First, let's sing from. We can sing. Let's 262. 262.